Please do not let my account influence you into getting a bird. I love my birds to death and I would never give them up for the world, but they do not make good pets. Bumblebee's a rescue and Nico is a rehome. Bumblebee looks fairly healthy, but he is very medically expensive because he's stupid and he's half blind. Birds are loud. Nico perfectly mimics the smoke alarm's low battery sound, and he knew that sound before he came to live with me. Both of my birds scream about 10% of the time, but the rest of the time they're still talking and making various noises. And this does vary by species and personality. Some birds are much more of screamers than others. They are also disgusting. They are messy eaters. My African gray parrot poops every 15 to 30 minutes, about 50 times a day. And he does have a cage, but I only shut the door on him when it's time to sleep. You cannot keep your bird in a cage all day, which means I have bird shit all over my house. At the end of every single day, I absolutely have to disinfect, vacuum, and mop my entire house and my furniture. Not to mention the dust. Birds are very dusty because when they get new feathers, they're shrouded in a little keratin sheet. Then when they preen, they essentially shred the keratin structure, comes off as dust. And species like African grays, cockatiels produce a powdered down as well, making them even more dusty. I have bird dust on every piece of furniture, on every knickknack, even with multiple air purifiers. Speaking of shredding, both my birds have tons of shreddable toys. And my baseboards are still cooked, and so are a lot of my lower shelf books. They also have the mentality of a human toddler. They get jealous, they can have attachment issues, and they absolutely need an abundance of enrichment and training. And they also have very sensitive respiratory systems, which means you cannot use things like certain types of pans, plugins, air scents, candles, your oven cleaner, air fryers even. They produce volatile organic compounds that can absolutely kill a bird within minutes. If everything is not perfect for a bird, they can develop behavioral or even hormonal issues. I spend all of my free time training them, interacting with them, cleaning up after them, and giving them new enrichment. I'm not going to say they're as difficult to keep as a human toddler, but they are up there, so please be aware of that before getting a pet bird. Oh, and they also live for decades. Some of them have human lifespan. So you will likely have a toddler with a can opener on its face for the rest of your life, and you do need to plan what to do with them if you pass away. If you hear all of this and still decide that you want a pet parrot, please go to a rescue. Try to find one that still needs a home. Everywhere is overflowing with pet birds that needs home because they are one of the most rehomed animals because people do not realize what they're getting into. Whatever you do, please do not support the collection of wild birds for the pet trade because that is actively contributing to a significant decline in wild parrot populations.